Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. I'm going to dig into how the latest tech news is probably going to hit you, your wallet, your entertainment, maybe even your career.
Yeah, from like the global economics of getting a new phone to AI and gaming and way beyond, we've got a lot to unpack.
Okay, so let's just jump right in with something I saw about the new iPhone 16. The Economic Times is talking about some pretty big price differences depending on where you buy it. Like in India versus Dubai, there's like a difference of thousands of rupees.
Yeah, that's a great example of how much import taxes and just those changing exchange rates can really affect the tech market. India's got those high import taxes on electronics, so people end up paying more. But then you've got Dubai, which is like known for its free trade zones, right?
Yep.
So it's kind of becoming a haven for people looking for cheaper tech.
So are we all just going to be flying to Dubai to get iPhones now? Could be cheaper than getting it here.
Yeah. But hold on, you got to think about warranty coverage and if it'll actually work back home before you book that flight.
Yeah, true. A deal isn't a deal if you can't even use the phone. Speaking of new phones, Samsung got their hands on a leaked video. It's the Galaxy S24 FE. Bigger screen, way better battery life, the stuff we want, right?
Right, but what's really interesting is this Galaxy AI thing.
Yeah, what is that about?
Well, Samsung's really leaning into AI, which is interesting, especially since Google's CEO just said that AI could actually make those high-paying tech jobs more accessible, not less.
So instead of being scared of robots taking our programming jobs, AI could help more people become programmers.
Exactly. Think of AI doing the boring tasks, then humans can do more creative problem solving. Seems like both Google and Samsung are all over that idea.
Okay, enough about phones and AI for a sec. Let's talk about gaming. IGN has all the highlights from the PlayStation State of Play event, and let me tell you, they did not disappoint. Ghost of Tsushima 2 is coming in 2025.
And from what we've seen so far, it looks like Sucker Punch is making the world even bigger. New environments, new ways to fight, gonna be epic.
And for anyone who hasn't played it, Horizon Zero Dawn, a masterpiece, by the way, is getting a PS5 remaster, coming out on Halloween, with even better graphics and gameplay. You can't miss this.
Guerrilla Games really set a high bar for open-world games with Horizon Zero Dawn, so it's awesome to see it getting remastered.
Oh, and did I mention we finally have a release date for Monster Hunter Wilds? Yeah. February 28, 2025. Mark your calendars.
The trailer showed some really cool new monsters. Can't wait to see what kind of challenges they throw at us in this one.
Now let's talk about a game everyone's been buzzing about. Borderlands 4. Game Rant has an article, a little speculation about the villain, and it has fans excited and terrified.
Right. So the teaser shows what might be an Eridian, and for those who don't know Borderlands lore, they're like this ancient alien race, super powerful.
Oh yeah, and they made those Eridian weapons everyone wants. You know, the super rare, super powerful guns.
Right. And the teaser shows what looks like an Eridian hand picking up a psycho mask. Let's just say the internet kind of freaked out.
Yeah, the internet definitely broke that day. And if that wasn't enough, Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford confirmed the new bad guy is not Handsome Jack. It's something way more dangerous and sinister, whatever that means.
Knowing how Gearbox loves those over-the-top villains, this new one could really shake things up in the Borderlands world. And the possibility of getting those Eridian weapons back just adds to the whole mystery.
All right, let's take a break from all those awesome game announcements and talk about something a little closer to home.
Yes. Back to reality.
Sadly. So, Roku just announced their new Ultra streaming box. And Engadget has all the deets. It's supposed to be like 30% faster than the last one. And the new remote has a backlit keyboard, so you can actually see what you're doing when you're watching TV in the dark.
Which, let's be honest, we've all been there. But speed, and a fancy remote aside, can Roku really keep up with all the other streaming devices out there?
It's a jungle out there. Apple TV, Amazon's Fire TV Stick, now Google's throwing their hat in the ring. It's like, how do you even choose?
Well, the Roku Ultra still has a lot going for it. It's simple to use, tons of apps, and now it's faster. But then you've got the Google TV streamer, which has Google Assistant, and it like creates a personalized home screen from all your different streaming services.
So you can see everything in one place. That's pretty handy.
Right. So if you're deep in the Google world already, the Google TV streamer might be the way to go. But if you just want something easy to use, Roku's still in the game.
And of course, we can't forget about AI. 9 to 5 Google had an article about YouTube rolling out an AI chat feature. But get this, it's only for premium subscribers.
It's kind of like we were talking about before, how AI is just becoming a part of everything. It's not just recommending videos anymore. It's supposed to make the whole experience better.
So YouTube wants to be your new AI study buddy or something, as long as you're paying them.
Basically. It makes you wonder, though, about the future of these online platforms and how AI is going to change them.
Okay, let's switch gears again. Got to talk about these upgrades. Should you upgrade to the iPhone 16? What do you think?
The question everyone's asking, 9 to 5 Mac has a really good article comparing the 16 to the iPhone 14.
Yeah, they really broke it down. Camera, the new A18 chip, USB-C port. But is it really worth it to upgrade?
That really depends. If you've got the iPhone 14, it's not going to blow your mind. But that camera system, 48 megapixels, and it does macro video and spatial photos. That's huge for people who love taking pictures.
And I've heard that A18 chip is a beast. It even has ray tracing for better gaming.
True, but the A15 chip in the iPhone 14 is still pretty great. For most things, you probably won't see much difference.
So it comes down to, are those fancy features worth the money?
Exactly. And speaking of money, Izataka Android just did a piece on YouTube Premium's price hike.
Oh man, yeah, they jacked up the prices again. For YouTube Music too.
Yeah, and they're comparing YouTube Premium to Spotify, Apple Music, and Tidal now.
Bold move, YouTube, bold move.
Right. Makes you wonder if YouTube Premium is even worth it now, especially with the price going up and all the competition.
I guess it just depends on what you want. If you just want to watch YouTube without ads and play music in the background, maybe it's fine. But if you're all about YouTube Music, I want to shop around a bit.
Exactly. And it all comes back to this. With AI becoming more common in tech, it's getting harder to figure out what we should pay for and what should be free.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, right? Like we've got AI assistants now, AI photo editing, even AI chatbots. We're going to have to pay extra for all this stuff soon.
Well, that's the question, isn't it? And it's bigger than just individual features. It's about how AI is going to change how we use tech completely. Like, will it actually make things fairer, give everyone a chance to do more, or will it just create more problems, more inequality?
I mean, nobody wants to be left behind, right?
Yeah.
It really feels like we're at this turning point where the choices we make about AI now could change everything.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important to know what's going on, to ask the tough questions, and really talk about what we want AI to be in our lives.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's about all the time we have for this deep dive, but before we go,
we wanted to leave you with a little something to think about.
With all this crazy AI stuff happening so fast, what do you think the next big tech thing will be? A year from now? 5 years? 10? What's going to be the next thing that really changes how we live?
And how will AI be a part of it? Are we heading towards a future where AI is just everywhere, helping us do more, see more possibilities? Or are we going to run into new problems, new ethical questions as AI gets even more powerful?
I guess we'll have to wait and see. But one thing's for sure, it's a wild time to be into tech. And we'll be here to break it all down for you, try to make sense of it all.
Until next time, stay curious, everyone, and keep exploring that ever-changing world of tech.
That's a wrap for this week's Deep Dive. Catch you all next time for more tech craziness.